Alright, so here's my Monkey, and I have the stock rear shock on here, and I'm gonna put on the Ohlins. So this is basically just an install video, taking off the old and put on the new. So basically there's only two bolts, one on top and one on bottom, and it's 14 millimeter top and bottom. Looking at it, you got this helicopter pass. So looking at it, it's actually not very tight. Pushing it down, it doesn't take that much torque to loosen it. So the top one, if you just leave it like so, it's not gonna, you won't have any clearance because of the exhaust. So got a little extension. Hopefully that fits. Well, that's long enough, I should say. So yeah, so it's just long enough. And this is actually plastic right here. So it's just long enough. So that's off. The top one will have two washers. Oops. Top one will have two washers, a smaller one and a bigger one. Whereas the bottom one will only have one washer. So be mindful of that as you take this off. So that way, when you put it back, you know which one has what. So now I'm taking out the top one, taking a little bit longer because that muffler is kind of in the way. So top one, again, the top one has two washers. So it's still, oops. So it's a nut, small washer, and big washer. All right, so this is the tricky part right here. So right now I have the bike on the center, or excuse me, the kickstand. So when I take this off, the bike's gonna want to squat, and it might, if you're not careful, the bike could fall over onto the throttle side, the brake side basically. So be mindful of that. So let's see. I'm gonna be ready to catch it, and all you need to do is just basically just slide this, slide it out from the bolt, both top and bottom. So the top has the muffler in the way. It might be slightly tricky. I'm not sure if I have to take the muffler off or not. Let's try it without taking the muffler off and see if that works. Obviously the other side doesn't have the muffler, so you don't have to worry about it. So I'm gonna kind of slide both sides at the same time so that they're even. So right now it's hitting the muffler. So I'm gonna try to basically get the bottom side out. Oh, see it squat down? The back squat down. So I actually have my leg right here. You guys can see it, I have my leg right here, and it's actually right up against where the rear set is. So that prevents it from tilting over even more. So once I have the bottom slid out, I could rotate the shock up, and now I have more clearance on the top here. So I could just slide it right off. There you go. So you don't have to take off the muffler. So here's the Ohlins. So I'm gonna do the same thing. From the top, I'm gonna slide it just enough so that way it clears. So once it clears, I'm good there. I could swing this back down, and because it's squatted, the bolt length is closer together now. See, the bolt length is closer together now because one side is off, so the suspension squatted a little bit. So I have to actually lift the bike up a little bit so that way this thing could extend back out, and I could slip it through. So I'm gonna do that. Lift it up a little bit. So it cleared. I was able to slide it through, and that's it. So slide the top and the bottom. Actually, before I slide it back in, let's look at this. So the bottom one, there's nothing down here except for the bolt itself. But the top one, there's also another washer right here. So just leave that in there, leave it be. It's a large washer. So now you slide the rest of the bike in, or excuse me, the shock in, I should say. So I'm gonna have to lift it up a little bit just to take the weight off of the shock, so it could slide in easy. Because when it's squatted down, it has weight on the shock, and that causes resistance. So it's harder to push it in. So now it's in. I just basically just put the two bolts back on the bottom and top. You guys can see that. The bottom and the top. So remember the top, you have the big washer that goes on first, then the small washer, then the nut, a little acorn nut here. So I don't have the service manual with me. I ordered it, but it hasn't came yet. So I don't know what the torque spec on this is. And it doesn't feel like it's very much, as far as I could tell. So I think it's probably only like maybe 20 foot-pounds, 25 foot-pounds at the most, I think. So it's not very, it's not very tight. So I'm not gonna tighten it too much. Again, I'm just using a regular normal socket here. 3/8 drive. So I'm not, that's more than enough torque to tighten this down. Alright, so it's pretty tight. And I'm gonna call it done. So now I've got both sides in. The Ohlins comes kind of preset already as far as the preload, rebound, and the knob up here is the compression knob. So it comes basically preset from the, when you buy it, you tell them your weight and such, and they will set it up for you initially. How many clicks here, and whatever, how much preload here. But that's just kind of a starting point. You need to adjust it there for your own weight and your own riding style, and and the condition, the road condition that you ride in and such. So that's gonna take some time, and I'll talk about adjusting in another video. All right, that's it. Thanks for watching.